Hi, welcome back to Renee Ruth Music. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
Renee, how are you?
Oh my gosh, it was Grammy week, and I have to tell you that I had to sell a lot of property on the weekend, and I missed it.
It was so good.
I missed it.
Good.
But let's be real, we're gonna attend next year. So
we are gonna attend.
So it's also partially like I wasn't like super trying to watch it because I wasn't in it.
No, that's
It's kind of like when I was a kid, I can't go watch, this is so random. I can't go watch, I have a hard time watching theater because somehow I feel like I'm supposed to be in it. Could be anything. High school theater, it doesn't matter. Broadway. I'm like, I don't want to see it because I'm supposed to be in it.
You're supposed to be in it.
Yes.
And you missed it.
And somehow it hurts my feelings to watch it because I'm not in it. That's true.
No, that's
so like
fair.
I was like in college, I did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was in it. I was Potiphar's wife.
Okay.
And yeah, like I had a name or a role or something. I wasn't main character, but that was okay because I thought I was going to graduate from that to Broadway, right?
Right.
And it was the only one I ever did.
Oh my gosh.
And I would never go see another one after that because, well, honestly, the director, she had like these favorites and I wasn't one of them. And it just got super political. And I don't, you know me, I don't love drama.
No.
Like, and when the drama starts, so like, so like it hurt my feelings because there was so much drama and this thing that I thought was so beautiful. And so like, I just wouldn't go watch it. Like somebody's like, my daughter's in a theater show, you want to go? I'm like, no,
not gonna do it.
So
not gonna do it.
Instead, I hear about it afterwards. So yeah, and next year we'll just have a podcast from the freaking.
Because I'm here for it.
I know Chad is here for it. So tell me all the things.
Well, it's so funny because I used to always watch these shows, really for the fashion. Let's be honest. Like I really wanted to be.
You went to see their heels.
It's true. I really wanted to be with Joan Rivers, like talking about everyone on the red carpet, what they were wearing. And it was the best. I loved it. I was like, I'm going to be on the show one day.
Who took that over?
Her daughter did.
Oh,
Melissa
is she any good at
Rivers. She was good at it. She was just as
aggressive.
Yeah, she was very aggressive. I'm not as well. I can be aggressive when it comes to fashion.
Fully aggressive,
really
but you're actually a little more lenient.
Yeah, like, but I can be.
You'll be very accepting of some styles.
I'm a little bit more fun about it, but I mean, everybody looked great at the Grammys.
Let's talk about that. Everyone looked great.
Everybody
except me, because I wasn't there.
You weren't there, but we're gonna get ready for that. So don't you worry.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Well, let's get right into it. 4 big categories.
He loves a list.
I love a list. So obviously we were talking about Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best New Artist, and Album of the Year. Those are the top awards.
Okay.
So that's
the one everyone's looking for. Yeah.
So it was very surprising this year. So many surprises. So Song of the Year went to Bonnie Raitt. Sorry, but is Bonnie Raitt like 100?
Also, when is she still making music?
I did not realize she was still making music. I feel like I saw her name was on the list, and I was like, what?
Song of the Year?
Yeah, she got Song of the Year.
What song?
It's on another page.
Okay, we'll
pull
get
it
back
up.
to that.
Bonnie Raitt got Song of the Year. Lizzo got Record of the Year. Good for her.
Congrats.
So I think that brings her up to 4 Grammys now in her career. Yeah, she's done well.
All right.
Samara Joy was Best New Artist. Sorry, Samara, I don't know who you are, but
that's just
you're going to be Best New Artist next year.
Yeah, I'll be best, and everyone will be saying the same.
Right, exactly. Like,
sorry, I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. And then Harry Styles got Album of the Year. So
funny thing about Harry Styles, I like, you know how we've dipped on TikTok,
right?
All of a sudden, like TikTok, I was seeing like this dude, like all these TikToks of this dude like singing on stage, and I'm like, I've never seen this dude. Like, who's this dude? And this is like a couple months ago. So then I listen, I'm like, yeah, he's your classic little poppy dude. Like, okay, cool, right? And I just but the dude kept showing up in my feed. I'm like, who is? So then I finally clicked on it. It said Harry Styles. I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
Like,
well, Harry Styles came out of One Direction, which was the little like boy band.
Wasn't that forever ago?
It was forever ago, and they all split and went like solo career.
And then he just out of nowhere came out of the ashes.
Harry was the one that came out of it successful. So
Like Justin
out of
Timberlake.
yeah, exactly. So like
Okay.
out of the
Who
five,
we decided we talked about. We
we
love JT.
we do like him.
We love
We
JT.
love him.
We don't know what
So
you've done, Justin, to make people not like you.
right, but we're
Besides the
here for
Britney
you.
thing, but
Yeah,
we love you.
we're here for you. So, but yeah, so and that was actually a really big surprise that he won that because everyone was expecting it to be Beyonce.
Oh, that would have been a letdown for her. She's got
So-
enough Grammys though.
I know we'll get to that.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was a huge surprise because everyone was expecting her to win for Renaissance because that was such a big album.
Oh yeah. I wonder who. Yeah. I wonder how
So-
that. Yeah.
There was people
A
weren't.
little bit of upset. Some
people
upset.
weren't- there were some memes. There were some memes. People weren't so thrilled about it. Yeah, it was funny. It was actually there was a photo of Adele's face when he got announced because she was not thrilled about it either.
She wasn't.
No, so like
Oh, was Adele up for it too, though?
so I don't know if she was up for it, but so her, Beyonce and Lizzo are like gal pals.
I did not know.
I did not know this. Did not know this at all. And so they were all like rooting for each other, like the three of them, and they all lost. They all lost to Harry. It did not go.
It's a little boy band,
I
Harry.
know, it's a little boy band Harry.
Listen,
So
I'm telling you, TikTok loves him. I don't know if there's a
yeah,
popular vote
I mean,
involved here.
I think his stuff is great. I love, again, I love stars for different reasons. It's not necessarily always their music, but he's a great singer. But I love how he just embraces everything he does. Like he dresses ridiculous, but anything he wears, he makes it look amazing. So like he just lives. He's just living his life.
He reminds me a little bit of Michael that way. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care what do me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he literally like. Let me show you what he wore, because it was like I don't understand who does his fashion. But I mean, literally
We'll put this up on the.
a silver jumpsuit. It's all like glittery and just.
Is that what he wore to the?
That's literally what he was on stage in.
Yo.
But and he just wears all these crazy outfits and he just embraces it. I'm like,
we'll
what, good
post
for
that
you.
up for you.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's crazy.
yeah, so all of his whole style is just very unique, and it's not. I don't think it would have been accepted years ago, but he's just living his life.
Kind of reminds me of like what Lady Gaga, like, didn't she come out in a bunch of meat one time?
She did. She was, very, very unique style. I mean, she
Very-
was always on the red carpet in something obscure. But I mean, that was just kind of, again, we kind of saw that evolution of kind of her going through all these different phases and styles.
And also probably the machine, like whoever is behind him could be the ones that are like, hey,
right.
as an artist, you sometimes get soaked into the.
Right. So we're going to push
hype.
this and do this.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, very cool. I did not realize, I learned a little fact. I did not realize that Record of the Year is celebrating everybody that puts it together.
I did not know that either.
I did not know that. I was like, oh,
So,
because
like,
I was like,
it's the producers and it's everybody?
it's everybody.
Oh.
So whereas album is obviously for the artist.
I
was like, what's the difference between album and record? I'm like, is that not the same thing? But it's who is being credited.
Oh, so like it's a
yes.
super celebration because I was just featured in. I'm trying to think which got featured. Should talk about next time all the press I've been getting lately. But one of the interviews was asking me about the team that's put together the music, and I actually responded. I was like, "This is such a great question that I don't usually get asked."
Right.
And I said, you must be a musician to know that it's never just one person. Although, like, Fred actually jokes about the fact that Beyonce will have like 30 writers on one song. Where like it's usually me writing it or me and one other person.
Right.
But, like there'll be this army of people writing Beyonce stuff. So the credits are just like a laundry list of stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a really great question. And I just, as I'm getting more press, it's fascinating to see what people are, what they're asking and where they're trying to go with it. But yeah, like how cool that the Grammys are acknowledging, the mastering, the mixing, the producers, all the songwriters, all that. Like I'm assuming that's what that is.
Yeah, like everybody involved in it.
Of the entire record.
Yeah,
so not just the song, but like everybody. That's wild.
Yeah, so it's like, that's really cool. So another big thing that came out of the Grammys, we got another EGOT.
What?
Viola Davis.
What?
Yeah, so she earned the rare and coveted EGOT status, becoming the third Black woman in history to achieve the honor. It was a beautiful speech. Oh, she looked fabulous.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I know.
Congrats.
So just followed up right behind Jennifer Hudson, who got it not too long ago.
If she got that.
So, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, we were just talking about how
Incredible.
challenging it is to get the.
Right? I was like, oh my gosh, that's fascinating. So I was like, all right, good
What
for
did
her.
she do?
So it was an audiobook.
Oh, that's what got her
So
the.
yeah,
Okay.
so she got her first Grammy for the performance of an audiobook for her memoir, Finding Me.
Wow, I didn't even know you could get
good
it for an
job.
audiobook.
I didn't either. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So, and another big thing that came out of it, I told you we were going to come back to Beyonce. So she broke a record, now has 32 Grammys.
Can you imagine that display?
Right, I was going to say, I think she's going to need a new trophy case. 32.
Go dust those off.
The most Grammys.
Ever? Like in the history of humans?
She's got the most Grammys.
Wow, Beyonce.
32. So good
That's
job,
amazing.
Beyonce. Isn't that crazy? So crazy. So so she took home 4.
Whoa.
Yeah. So she still won. Like she did. She just didn't win like the top. But she still won 4 Grammys. She went home with a lot of gold. So she's fine. She's fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Next year.
Yeah.
Beyonce next year.
Bonnie Raitt went home with 3.
What? Again.
I don't understand what's happening.
Do you know when I first got into singing and I had a coach at Liberty, a vocal coach. And he was just we didn't really even like learn songs. Like I would just go in and learn how to sing. Like my big concern was because I think it was Adele or somebody recently just got notes. And if you look into notes, it's incorrect singing, and often like part of someone's actual style could just be that they're not singing correctly, which is all well and good until you injure yourself.
Right.
So I actually got a vocal coach because I was interested in making sure I wasn't singing in a way that was damaging my vocal cords.
Okay.
And so he had these exercises that we would do, and really like he kind of dropped me because I think he got tired of like just coaching me through these exercises and not like actually learning material. Like we never learned anything. Yeah, he'd help me with like I could be like, hey, this line's really messing me up, like in this song that but that was the most. So where am I going with this? What was I talking about with the Grammys? Bonnie Raitt. So he was like, we were talking about my voice and my style, and he kept telling me that I should go listen to Bonnie Raitt because he said my voice is like it's similarly styled, just like what I'm born with is like hers, right? Because of course, what I'm born with, I want to sing like Whitney Houston,
right?
And that is not what God gave me. So like he's basically being like, let's lean harder into this business.
Oh my gosh!
So, but I heard it, and I was like, oh okay. Never looked up. I couldn't even tell you what she sings.
No, I mean I know she's country, but it's as much as
maybe
I know.
That was part of the problem.
So,
did she have a TV show?
Bonnie Raitt? No, you're talking about Reba.
Oh right,
Reba.
I love
Reba. Oh, love her.
Right.
So, but yeah, so it was so funny because I mean but Bonnie Raitt was as surprised as everyone else. Like it was a huge shock. Like no one expected this. It's like.
No, she had to have known she was nominated.
She just did not expect to win.
She probably just like she's nominated. She's got a lovely dress. She's like, have a good night, whatever.
Fine. Well, because it was such a tight race. I mean, like there were so many big contenders for the song of the year that I mean, she was like.
Okay, what song is it?
The song is Just Like That. Go look it up.
Wait.
Song of the year.
Just Like That. Is that the song that they ended up using for the reboot of Sex and the City?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking
it's a good thing to know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because like sometimes that song of the that kind of thing can happen because
that's true. Like
you end up end up in that like that right thing that like everybody's kind of.
No, that's true.
Because this reboot is called and just like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. We need to look that up.
Yeah.
If you find out before us, put it in the comments.
Drop it in the
comments.
It'll be years from now. They'll be dropping in the comments.
Right.
Like, we know.
Did you not already know this?
Now we know.
Yeah. So Adele is a 16-time Grammy winner now.
Good for her.
So she's come a long way. I love her.
Good for her.
She's fabulous. So just a little bit behind Beyonce.
Just a little.
Just a little.
It's okay.
So all right. So we have to talk about well, we're gonna say it's funny now, but my God, I cannot imagine how traumatizing this was during the performance. So of course Harry was on stage
At the
singing
Grammys.
singing his song, which he won for, and of course he has all of his backup dancers and all of that. So they were coming out to perform it. So you can imagine the stress of all the time that you spend rehearsing, getting everything set up to dance to this song.
Yes.
And so what happened was the Grammy stage was a big revolving stage.
Yeah.
So they were coming out to perform it. The stage turned the wrong direction. Can you imagine having to completely on the fly correct all of your steps to accommodate a stage that is turning the opposite direction of what you practiced?
But wait, I think my bigger concern, because I know I could do it, would be that everyone around me can
Right.
learn how to do it, and we don't just look like a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Like on a much smaller scale, when I performed at Liberty in front of like 3,000 people, much different situation. But I was supposed to have a lavalier, so like one of the. So we'd rehearsed with both my hands being free, right? So then we show up and they hand me a handheld.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to there's no time to practice. Literally had to go out. You should I had to do my moves, moving a hand I think a true performer, there are nothing there, it doesn't stop you.
No.
You just adjust.
You just go.
You just go. But I think I would have had a mental moment where there would have been so wait, but that happened in process, right? It's not like they
literally
got told ahead of time.
no one knew this was happening. All of a sudden they come out to start dancing, and literally the entire crew of them have to now flip all their moves.
Did they do it?
Yeah, they did it.
Could you tell it was happening?
I did not see that clip, but it was enough that they were talking about, because I don't know if you noticed that it happened, or if it was just that all the backup dancers were so mortified about the fact that it did happen that they were all talking about
on social media.
Yeah.
So it's the joke that I say too about needing to make sure that you pay your sound man really, really well.
Right.
These mishaps. So the reason they're probably all talking about it is because they're professionals.
Right.
And they don't want, in case anyone thought that they were off base.
Yeah.
They want you would whoa. I was up against the odds. Kind of I keep thinking about, was it Josh Groban, I think, performed in Canada at the Air Canada Center. And everyone was talking about how he was flat and giving it all this crap about. Okay, first of all, we know Josh Groban can sing.
Yes, he can. There's no question.
So, because that's true, if the man was flat, you got to be able to use your brain and say, he shouldn't have to then go on social media and be like, the sound guy didn't have the volume up, so I couldn't hear. And then because that's the thing, you have these ears that are providing you with the sound.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to, kind of like when I was performing with the orchestra and all I could hear were the violins. Have you ever tried to sing in tune with slightly out of tune violins? And that's all you can hear?
And to do it live.
And then you're live. Yeah, so there's just so many things. I don't think people realize how much a performer is up against every time they get up in front of people. And that the mark of a true performer is that you don't, there's things, obviously when he went flat. I forget. I think it was Oliver Toronto, and they were so mean about it. And I felt, as an artist, I kind of got upset for them. I got upset for him. I'm like, first, was he sick? And who jacked up his sound? And that's the other thing too. If you really wanted to sabotage an artist,
right?
Get behind the sound.
Get behind the sound guy. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Ball of burning flames.
Yeah.
Was it Mariah? You could see that one time at Christmas where she was fooling with her. You knew she was having problems.
Yeah.
And then she just pulled it out and kept going because she's like, forget it.
I've been there. Yeah. No, I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, they're saying to the sound guy, I can't hear it. Okay, forget it.
Do it. No, and you would think that would have been something that could have been corrected so many times, as many artists as you see having to do it. I'm like, this is just
right, because some of it's not sabotage. It's tech. It's so much of this is Bluetooth,
right? So
and we know how well that is consistent. So you're just kind of and then the poor artist has to take the fallout. They probably took to social media because there must be evidence that there was a hiccup.
Yeah, or they just wanted to just be like, look, this it could have maybe been even better than it was.
Yeah, we were ready to
going the
crush
opposite
it.
direction.
We were ready to crush this. Instead, we go out like a bunch of babbling buffoons.
Right.
We just didn't turn the stage right.
Oh, I
That's
can't.
wild.
Isn't that crazy? So they literally. Oh, I mean, even Harry had to like adjust his steps.
Where's that guy?
Yeah. Right. Whose job was it to have that spin correctly?
What's that guy's name? You know.
I don't think he has a job anymore.
Is he looking for work?
Right. I don't want him spinning my tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, yeah. So I mean, it was a great show.
Next year, I'm going to be at it. See, I couldn't watch it because it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, but I mean, it was amazing. Everybody looked fabulous. A lot of interesting outfits.
Well, no, but we will be wearing fabulous outfits.
We were absolutely fabulous outfits.
Yeah,
so,
I don't really lean the interesting direction. Whoever picks me
No,
up.
I mean that's what I love about it is that you see all the ones that are just go for the classic, just very elegant look, and then you see the ones that are like, I'm here for a show.
The very like
Shania Twain, who came
Liberace vibe.
Right? Shania Twain came looking like Cruella de Vil, but kind of like an offshoot of it. It was very odd. I don't know what was up with that. But again, some people do that. Like you'll see some that just look.
She got in a moment.
Yeah,
well, I think sometimes they do it to kind of draw attention.
Yeah, like some of them are out for Halloween, some of them are out for Grammy. So there you go. She was out for Halloween at the Grammys.
Canadian. I know.
It's okay.
I know.
We love her.
It's
She's
okay.
great.
We do.
So,
all right,
ready? Fun Fact Friday! Fun Fact Friday! Well, I decided to keep the fun fact with the Grammys because it seemed appropriate.
Oh, sometimes he just goes on these like the Monaco one.
You never know where it's going to go. But
was
no.
the Monaco one last week?
You've not watched the Monaco clip. You've got to watch it. I watch it. I laugh every time I watch it. So this one isn't so much for the giggles. This is just a fun fact.
Okay.
So Leanne Rimes won a Grammy Award when she was just 14.
Was that for the Coyote Ugly thing?
It was for Blue. So it made her the youngest person to receive the award. She won for her 1997 remake of Blue, which was originally recorded by Billy Mack in 1958.
I didn't even know you could win a Grammy for covering a song.
No, I had no idea.
Like I just learned something else new.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
Can we put my song "Creep Up"?
Right. Seriously.
That actually got in a publication too. Somebody
know,
at Creep said that reviewer said that there was someone else a famous artist who covered Creep and that they preferred my version. If you haven't heard it, you need to check it. Well, actually, Bev's drop it in the Creep in the things.
Yeah.
Thank you for this.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us, Grammys. Yay! We'll see you next time.
See ya.